Welcome to Code with Vinod. In this video, we will learn directives. So, directives are the functions, or we can say some classes, which we include on our HTML page. And when our Angular compiler find these kind of things on our HTML page, then it triggers this thing to extend our HTML page, or we can say to enhance the power of our HTML page. So basically, we have categorized our directives in four type. So first one is component directives. So by default, when we create our components, then at the rate components decorator, we use to create the components based directive. And second one is structural directives. So structural directive basically we use to let's say to handle our structure, like to hide or unhide any lines of code. So we will use the structural directive to give some condition, let's say on the basis of some if else condition we want to hide or unhide some part of some part of lines of our code. So we will use structural directive. Also we want to iterate, or we iterate some item from some array. So we will use the ng for the structural directives. So directives we use ng when we use our we can say our default directives. And third one is attribute directives. So in attribute directives basically we used to handle the attribute situation. Let's say in which case we will give our coloring feature. Let's say we can change our color on the basis of some criteria. So we will use attribute directives. And also we can create our custom directives in Angular. So let's discuss one by one each directive types, and then we will also create our custom directives as well. So let's come on our Visual Studio Code. So this is our default component HTML page. So here we will use. So let's come on our front end. So these are some steps, or we can say lines we have created in our previous video to discuss on uh, data binding. So let's come back. So here we will create, let's say this is our para, and I will use star ng if is equal to true. And this is our first para to check structure structural directive. So this is our, now we will come on our front end. So let's say we are able to see our para. So if I give here false, and then it is disappear. So now we will see how we can handle this situation from we can say component.ts. So here we will create some situation, let's say hide component. So you can take any type of any name for this variable, equal to true, sorry, false, and then unhide equal to true. So if I use this on our HTML page like this, okay, let's see what is the error. So error was nothing like use colon, yeah. So let's come on our front end and then check. So not able to see because we have used this hide component. If I use unhide, then we will see. So we are able to see our para. So this is our first structural base directives. So now we will use if else condition. So let's say if I use some ng template, so in Angular we can use ng template as to create some templating, so which directly will not trigger. So this is kind of a small component which we can reuse anywhere on our code. So this is our template template para, and then here we will use if else condition. So if this is true, then we will give some kind of this para, else we will show this. So for this we will declare two variable for true and false, and we have already declared, so we can use these as well. Let's say hide and unhide. So I will use this, else we will use unhide. Unhide means this one. And now in this on this component we will use this unhide para. So we will take like this, and now our compilation is successfully done. So let's see. So in this case ng if means if this is true, then it will show this para, else if this is true, then it will show this para. So let's come. So this is our template para, because we are in else condition we are using unhide. So if I use unhide here and then remove and take hide, unhide, then else, let's see what is the error. Hide component. So let's see the error. So error is data type is not assigned to this, so we need to assign the boolean. So here we need to give the type like this for both. Now let's see what is the issue now. Again it is showing the issue. So issue is we have declared in else condition hide, so we used to also take this. So now we will able to see our first para. So this is if else condition in ng structural based directives, and also we will see like to iterate over some for loop on some array. So let's take an array. So my list, sorry, my list equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Then we will use this iterate over this list using structural directive. So here we will take para, then star, ng4 equal to let item of this list, and we will use item. So now we are able to iterate over our array as well. So let's come on uh, our so we have discussed on structure. Let's come on attribute directive. So for our attribute based directive, we will take a para, and for this we will take ng style equal to, we will take some style type, let's say color. We will take single quote, color means colon, let's say green, comma, font size colon 20 pixel. This is my para for our attribute based directives. So with the help of our style and the style based directive, or we can say our attribute based directive, we will able to color this para. So let's come. So we are able to color. So this is para for attribute based directive, and this is green, and then we can also change. And our second would be our class, ng class for structural based directive. So we will take ng class like this, para, then ng class. So we can make a dynamic class to handle the some kind of or coloring feature, or we can also handle something else. So here we will take a condition. So before that we will take some value in the component.ts. So on the basis of that value we will take decision. Let's say value equal to 12. Then we will check inside our component. So value greater than 12, then we will take our means color, we can take in the true components, let's say red, and in the else condition we will take, and then we will take green. This is our para for class based directives for attribute. Directives for attribute base. Let's see what is the error. So here we need to take in quotes. So now we are able to run, and let's check. So now we are able to change the, this is my para for attribute based directive. So we are able to change the font and color. So let's change the color. So we will take, instead of green we will take, if value is greater than the red, else green. Okay, let's check. So we need to create this coloring feature. We can say coloring variable as well. Let's say my red. We'll take this. Then yellow. So let's check class based. Value is correct. So we're not able to find this one. If I give this green, not working. In the component, and here we have taken green, yellow, and let's take yellow as well. No need to declare. It will directly take from CSS. And now we need to check here what is the issue in this condition. Yeah, now we are able to take the color. So if I change this value, let's say component, if I take this 9, then yellow, because condition is if value is greater than 12, then green, if less than yellow. If I take greater than 12, 15, then our condition will change. So these are the attributes, or we can say directive we have discussed. So now we will see our custom directives. So how we can create our custom directives. So now we will generate. So let's stop our website and then we will write ng generate directives. Directive names, my first D. So let's wait. Meanwhile, it will generate. So it has generated the directives. This is my first directive, and it will automatically configure inside our modules as well. My first directives. So now we will see how we will use this directive in our component. So it will create two files. First one is directive.ts, second one is spec.ts. So spec.ts file in all cases we use for testing purpose when we write the test cases. So here this is our constructor. So now we will see. So here at the rate decorator will create, means to create our directive. So we will import element ref. So this will uh, make a reference from our DOM to our directive. So we will use in our constructor, let's say we will declare el, then element ref, then we will use el dot. So we are using attribute directive, custom attribute directive dot native element dot style. Let's say I want to change the style dot background color dot color is equal to we can say blue, or we can change its color as well. So it's equal to, also we can take some other property. So we can take style dot font, say color is equal to black, or we can say white. And now we have seen, we have declared this directive in our module. So when we generate our directive, so it will automatically import here like this. Now we will use, so in our directive it provides us some selector, so we will copy this selector and we will use this directive on our, let's say I'm taking some para. This is our custom directive para. So let's save and we'll see. So this is our custom para, and now we will apply our directive here. My app, my first D. So there is some issue, so let's check if I want this. Okay, so let's see what is the issue. Everything is fine. Let's take h1 tag. If I refresh this, not working. So let's check our directives, element dot style dot background. So it will work with like this background, not color. So we can see this is our custom directive is working. And if I enable this as well, then we are able to change the its color as well, background and color as well. So this is our custom directive. So in next video tutorial we will see services and dependency injection. Thanks for watching.